Good evening. Utah lawmakers have just more than 24 hours to pass bills before the end of the 2025 legislative session. And there are still hundreds of proposals up for consideration.
Yeah, one of those targets abortion providers. But opponents say the people who will suffer the most here are parents and children. KSL investigator Courtney Johns explains. Courtney?
Yeah, well, House Bill 233 prevents schools from having organizations that perform elective abortions provide health-related education or materials in public schools. The bill, which is sponsored by Representative Nicolene Peck, targets groups like Planned Parenthood. Several groups, including Utah PTA, spoke out against this bill, concerned over unintended consequences, including the fact that there are other facilities that provide abortions, like area hospitals. During a Senate hearing this week, Representative Peck said that is not the intent of the bill, but two representatives stated that is exactly what this bill would do, adding that care providers like University of Utah and Intermountain Health would not be able to work with schools if this bill passes.
We have a world-renowned health center right here in Salt Lake that offers so many programs, and wouldn't it be such a failure on our part not to let them be exposed to that?
Now, as for Planned Parenthood, the educational program that's being challenged is what's being called the maturation curriculum, which is offered to students 4th through 6th grade, depending on the school. Now, in Utah, parents have to opt in order for the student to be able to take this class. And Planned Parenthood requires an additional permission slip so parents understand that Planned Parenthood is, in fact, teaching that class. They do not discuss abortion, and the teachers and education materials are free, which means each district would end up footing the bill in the future. So tonight at 10, we're going to look at exactly what Planned Parenthood is teaching in these schools and how big of an impact this bill could have on our schools.
Now to a bill targeting abortion providers. Opponents say will hurt children and their parents.
That bill would prevent these organizations from providing health education to public schools. But the question is, what will take its place? KSL investigator Courtney Johns takes a look at this bill's potential impact.
The main provider under scrutiny is Planned Parenthood. Now, it's hard to say how many schools use their materials because schools can download those for free online, but they currently provide free educators to 11 of Utah's 41 school districts.
This wasn't as bad as I thought. Thanks for not making it too weird.
That's just one of the many messages Lauren Quirk has received from the students she teaches as a rural community educator.
And we acknowledge it can be weird, you know.
Weird, talking about maturation curriculum.
We really are there to just provide facts about sexually transmitted infections and puberty and sometimes healthy relationships.
In Utah, parents have to sign a permission slip in order for their kids to enroll. Planned Parenthood requires an additional permission slip so parents understand who is providing the education. They cannot encourage sexual behavior or provide information on abortions.
If it follows the state law, I can answer it. But if it doesn't, I direct it back to their parents.
Representative Nicolene Peck wants to remove education providers like Planned Parenthood from Utah schools. HB 233 would ban any elective abortion provider from providing health education in public schools.
When we are putting an abortion provider who has a vested interest in earning money from people engaging in that type of a service in front of our children, then we are, in essence, leading them toward that type of a service.
The bill estimates it could cost schools up to $44 a student. For Salt Lake City School District, this could translate to over $850,000. Everything Planned Parenthood offers is free, and parents are welcome.
I love when parents are there.
And while Lauren may not be allowed to answer all the questions, she's glad she gets to read each one.
When I look at these, I remember why we're doing it, and it's for the students and the parents.
Representative Peck did not respond to our request for an interview. Now, I did ask the State Board of Education if there have been any complaints about Planned Parenthood's education program. They are not aware of any.
Courtney, thank you.